this is the exact exercise that I should be doing to help break up some of this stuff in my lungs. What
Yeah.
part of Tai Chi would help me with that? And that is our diaphragmatic breathing. And so, in talking to the respiratory therapist, and he was very insistent on doing deep breathing to completely, fill my lungs with air and practice that. Also doing the percussion massage where you kind of beat your chest to help break all that up. Drinking plenty of water and the, of course, breathing treatment with the
Yeah.
albuterol. But I said, I know exactly what you're talking about. That's what we do in Tai Chi class. Is
Yeah.
so remember that we don't talk too much about it, and I'm gonna just warm up while I do talk about diaphragmatic breathing. We don't talk much about it because in class we talk more about the actual movements, right? And so I remind you to continue to breathe. I remind you to catch yourself not breathing. So, I mean, I talk about breathing, but I don't really spend a lot of time talking about diaphragmatic breathing. And so, what that is completely filling your lungs with air and completely emptying those. But when you completely fill your lungs with air, what happens is you have a diaphragm, which is a muscle that's underneath your lungs that sits over top of your organs. And so when you fill your lungs with air, it pushes that diaphragm onto those organs, and that's why when you truly diaphragmatic breathe, your stomach comes out. And that's what's happening is that muscle pushes that down. That's where it gets its name from. So just from this sickness that I'm experiencing now, diaphragmatic breathing helps engage that lung, helps keep it cleared. And so you can use it for that. You can use it for relaxation. There are certain moves in Tai Chi that lend itself to diaphragmatic breath, and that is open and close. So inhale and exhale. So that open and close movement. I like to sit down or even lay down and do breathing, but sitting up may be better so that you have that good posture and you're really allowing your chest to open up. And gravity may
Yeah.
keep that from happening when you're laying down. Another
Huh?
movement that we do that lends itself to
Oh,
diaphragmatic
I'm checking it.
is this shoulder exercise. We do it at the beginning and in the end, but inhaling up and exhaling down. So that movement lends itself to diaphragmatic breathing. So when you breathe in, ideally you want to breathe in through your nose. And when you exhale, you either want to exhale through your nose. And when you exhale through your nose, you want to clench the back of your throat. And you'll make a sound. I don't know if y'all can hear it. I don't know where the speaker is, but I'll just come close. Whenever you inhale through your nose, it sounds like. And then when you exhale, you hear that kind of grunty sound. I kind of tried
Yeah.
to exaggerate it, but I was clenching the back of my throat to kind of block that air from going too fast as an exhale. You can either exhale through your nose or you can exhale through your mouth. And if you exhale through your mouth, you want to do it through pursed lips. So it looks like you're going to whistle like this. And what that does is the same thing that happened when you clench the back of your throat. It slows that air down. So you want to inhale and then exhale, and that exhale will take about twice as long as it did to inhale. And so you can count to go through this process. Numbers that some people use are 4 and 8. So you inhale 4, and you exhale 8. So you can count down your fingers like that. Inhale 4, and then exhale 8. Dun, dun, dun. You know, count yourself down like that. And then that gets you in that practice of doubling the exhale time as the inhale time. Now, if you just tried that and tried to do 4 and 8, and you ran out of breath, you felt like, oh gosh, I'm ready to inhale again, then maybe you're not ready for 4 and 8. You might do 3 and 6. So kind of see where you are, and by using your lungs with diaphragmatic breathing, you are going to strengthen your lungs to be able to hold out longer. So think about if you sing in church, how long you can hold a note before you have to take a breath. That comes with training of your lungs with diaphragmatic breathing. So think about when you talk, talking is an exhale. It's just an exhale with sound. And so you may have to take a breath and not be able to talk as many words as me or somebody else. And you can practice diaphragmatic breathing and be able to have more breath. So it can be used for those things, not just healing like I'm experiencing, but relaxing, strengthening your lungs, and increasing your breath. So you might want to try out for the choir at church.
I am in the choir.
Well, very good. I love the singing at church. It's my favorite part. So I noticed yesterday on the way back, you know, like today, just gradually wearing down. I was on my way back from Metter on the way to the doctor, and I was trying to sing a song in the car. And I was like, I can't sing because I didn't have a good breath. So when I got to the doctor, she said, are you having shortness of breath? And I said, you know, I am. Like, I can't sing and I can't talk like I'm used to. And so I found that fascinating. When my lungs are compromised, that's the effect. And so healthy me is different. But you can get it through exercising lungs. So maybe that was helpful. It was timely for me to share. And it's not always something I talk about because we talk more about the movements. So speaking of, let's get started with the movements. We are in week 13, so that means we only have 3 more weeks. My goal, and then we'll start again in August, but my goal, what I want y'all to leave with on week 16 is to feel really good about Basic 6. I want you to feel like you understand the movements, you know the pieces and parts, and you can practice it on your own. Or maybe you can practice it with a list right there in front of you. Like you know what commencement is when you see commencement. That's where I want you to be with the Basic 6. Now, we've learned Advanced 6. And some of y'all may be rock stars at it, and that's great. I mean, I enjoy Advanced 6, but we understand that Tai Chi is a journey, and so we're not going to have perfect Tai Chi in 16 weeks. Matter of fact, we probably still feel a little awkward doing Tai Chi. And so I've been doing Tai Chi a long time. Since 2012, I've been teaching it. I first learned it in 2006, and I still blunder up. I still make mistakes. I still don't know if I've waved hands in clouds 6 times, 8 times, or 4 times. So be encouraged by the fact that I don't get it perfect, and I've been doing it for a long time. So there that is. let us get started with our warm-up movements. Coming from our stable stance, we're going to mainly practice our basic 6 today, and then practice our first 2 movements of advanced 6, which are brush knee and play the lute. Next week, we'll focus on parry and punch. It's a more complicated move. And then the next week, block and close, push the mountain, which is pretty easy. Open and close, and then hopefully we'll leave this 16 weeks feeling really good about basic 6, and then very familiar with advanced 6 and ready to keep practicing and learn. All right, stable stance, good posture, relaxed shoulders. We're breathing. You might not do diaphragmatic breathing in Tai Chi class, but don't hold your breath. Catch yourself if you do and continue breathing. Let's start with our neck. Bringing our hands up. Nice stretch in the back of your neck. And you can pair breathing with this movement. Inhale up, in, and then exhale. Inhale and exhale. But see, I can't tell you an exact time to inhale and exhale because our lungs are different. So do what works for you. We're going side to side. Nice stretch in that neck. So you don't have to go as far as you can go. Just go until you feel that slight stretch. I can get a little stuck on this one when my neck gets stiff. Now let's move to our shoulders. Roll those shoulders forward. Small circles, thinking about the size of a quarter. Small circles. And then rotate back. Here's our shoulder circle. It's our gathering and feeling motion. We can use our words to gather whatever positive, feel our soul, feel our heart. Now for our spine, grab our ball and we're going to separate, and notice we keep the soft bend in our elbows. Or if you have problems with your shoulders, as a reminder, you can stay here and not extend your arms and still get that spinal stretch. Let's grab our ball and go side to side. Again, a spinal warm-up. So up until now, we only have these upper body movements. We've only held our weight on both of our legs. So if you have a hard time holding out, these would be good ones to do seated, and then you stand up for the lower body movements. And so that gives you a chance to use your energy where it's needed. So when we do our lower body, the important thing here is this weight shifting that's happening in that one leg holding our weight. So we shift our weight, heel forward, hands back, pause, and toe back, hands forward. So this is for our hips. You can hold on to a chair and do this movement and skip the arms. Always listen to your body. I don't want you pushing it to the point where you fall. Shift the weight. Now let's shift weight to the side, tap the toe out, shift to the other side. My hands are staying within my frame. I'm keeping my upright posture. I'm not leaning into this movement. Now for our knees, again, shifting weight, lift, tap and punch, loose fist, don't clench your fist. You're not extending your arm all the way out, you're keeping that soft bend in your arm. Now let's step out. Step forward, keeping both feet flat on the floor. Again, not leaning, staying upright. Practicing all the directions of weight shift, which makes this one extra special. Now for our ankles. Heel toe, rocking that foot. Bring it back, heel toe on the other foot. Bring it back, and then little toe, big toe, side to side. Shift and other foot. My ankles feel really stiff. All right, give you a good shake. So you feel good about our warm-ups, right? You don't have any questions about those. 'Cause as we wrap up these 16 weeks, I want you to let me know if anything is left a question in your head. Y'all always have really good questions. Because we all hear things a little bit differently. Did you say something?
I did. Your vision's slow motion there.
Oh, that's because I'm slow today. Slow, smooth, and continuous.
It's your vision. It's I don't know what it is.
That
It's
the tablet is acting funny. Like I'm. Am I talking like a robot?
no, not necessarily, but you know the picture of you is getting swerved. You know, I don't know what
Huh?
to even tell you.
If you
It's
need,
like it's interference.
well,
Is
that's
what I'm trying
strange.
to say.
Huh? Well, do you think you need to X out and come back in?
No, it is.
Okay.
Has the rest noticed that?
Is anybody else's computer looking like that? Like slow motion or swirled or where there's interference?
No,
Gotcha.
must be this one then.
Is everybody on Claris? Miss Barbara, you have a Claris. All right.
You straightened up now.
I'm
Okay,
good.
good. Well, good. That's all we needed is just a pause for a second. All right.
Well, it come back. Do I need to close out and come back?
That'll be fine.
All right, let me try it.
Okay. Usually like if you restart your thing, it won't be a problem anymore. I have to do it with my phone. It seems like all the time. It's like restart my phone, and then suddenly it's all fixed again. Gotta love it. We always say we love technology, right? I need to close out my email. If I'm ever in here and my email's open, my emails start popping through. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through our basic 6 movements. I'm going to talk through it the first time. I'm going to turn around so you can follow me easiest. I'm going to talk you through it. I'm going to turn back around. Well, let me start facing you. That way you get a feel for my hands. So I'm going to talk through facing you, turn around, talk through away from you, and then we're going to practice it both ways without explaining exactly what I'm doing. And then y'all let me know if you have any questions, okay? Stable stance, we're breathing. Our first move is commencement. So we bring our hands up, down, shift right. Place the left foot out, hands come in and up. Shift left as those hands go out, right foot forward, hands come back, open and close. Single whip, shift left, step right, adjust weight. A little bit out of camera, there we go. Adjust the weight, so we have weight on both legs. Push, turn, and separate. Eyes following that left hand. Shift left, bring that right foot, right hand back, waving hands in clouds. step, switch, turn, shift, step, switch, turn, shift, step, switch, turn, shift, step, switch, turn. Back to the center for open and close. Single whip, shift right, step left, adjust weight. Push, turn and separate, eyes following our right hand. Shift right, bring that left foot, left hand back, waving hands in clouds. Step, switch, turn, shift, step, switch, turn, shift, step, switch, turn, shift, step, switch, turn. Let me let Linda in. Been waiting for her to come back. And then come back to the middle for open and close. So that is about as broke down as I can get it. Slowing it down, each piece and each part of the basic 6. So you saw it from the front. So now I'm going to turn around. I'll talk you through it again. Basic 6. And commence. Hands come up, down, shift right. Place the left foot, hands come in and up. Shift left as they go out. Right foot forward, hands come back, open and close. Single whip. Shift left, step right, adjust weight, push, turn and separate. Eyes follow that left hand. Shift left, bring that right foot, right hand back, waving hands in clouds. Step, switch, turn, shift, 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 step, switch, turn. Now back to the center for open, close. Single whip. Shift right, step left, adjust. Push, turn, separate, eyes follow our right hand. Shift right, bring that left foot, left hand back. Waving hands in clouds. Step, switch, turn, shift, step, switch, turn, shift, step, switch, turn, shift, step, switch, turn, shift, step, switch, turn, and shift, step, switch, turn. To the middle for open and close. So again, very chopped up. Our goal is to be smooth and continuous. So as we practice, it's less you know, especially with our waving hands in clouds, where when we go to do that, we step and switch at the same time. When we turn, as we get to the end of that turn, we start to do the switch, complete the switch, and then step and turn, or switch, turn, shift. So then we can start looking more fluid, that smooth and continuous movement that looks like that versus step, dump, bump, 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 bump. See the difference? So when we practice the choppy version, that's when we really get to learn it. And then once we know it, we can just really start just flowing in from one part to the next. So let's go through it again. I'm not going to talk through it. I'm just going to do it. I'll say the names of the movement. First in mirror image. commence. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. The more you do it, the more familiar you are with it, the quicker it's over, isn't it? Now I'm going to turn around and let's do it from where you can follow me the easiest. Excuse me. Here we go. And commence. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. All right, let's do it again. I'm going to stay turned around. I think it's easier for y'all to follow, but I do want to every now and again turn around so y'all can see it from the front and know what for sure what our arms look like. All right, here we go. Slow, smooth, continuous. We're breathing and commence. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. Hopefully you're thinking, oh, I got this. I got this. I know what's next. All right, let's do it one more time and then we're going to our advanced 6. I want to feel really good about this. And commence. Open, close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Taking note that we go to the right first with our single whip and our waving hands in clouds. Saying all that made me forget if I was on 4 or 6. Excuse me. And open and close. Single whip. Waving hands in clouds. Open, close. How about that? Do we do this last single whip and waving hands in clouds? Y'all know my brain isn't exactly right, which it wasn't right before pneumonia, so I have no real excuse. But notice how we went wave hands in the clouds to the right, and let's just pretend that we did it. I don't know for sure. Wave hands in clouds to the left when we do our basic 6. But when we go to our advanced 6, it's opposite. We go to the left first and then do all the things, and then we go to the right. So that's one of those notable things. So as we move on into our first 2 advanced moves of brush knee and play the lute, remember just that we are going to the left. And that's why I come over here because I only have so much space here so that I can do the movements to the left. So I'm going to stay with my back facing you so you can follow me maybe easier. And I'll turn around and show you from the front as well. So we're going brush knee to the left. We're coming from open and close. So our weight is on both legs. We're going to shift our weight to our left leg. And we're going to turn that right toe in. And that's, I think of as an arrow foot because we're going that way with our brush knee. So it's shift left, right toe in. Now we're going to shift right. And then as we shift right, we reach out our right hand and our left hand comes and hovers over this elbow. So from the front it looks like we're going to the left, okay. Shift left, right toe in, shift right as I reach, left foot, left hand back, step left, bring this right hand up, turn the palm, shift left as I push, and follow step right. So that's what the hands look like, where you're coming from open and close, you extend your right hand, left hand comes hovers over your elbow. You bring that left hand back, you bring this one up, turn and push. And you extend your arm, but you don't lock your arm. So it's an extension, but you still have a soft bend there. So that's what your arms look like as we go to the left. Shift left, right toe in, shift right, reach right, bring that left foot, left hand back, step left, bring your right hand up, turn it. Now shift left as you push and follow step right. So that's what it looks like from following me from behind. Again, brush knee, shift, right toe in, shift right, reach right, left foot, left hand back, step left, hand comes in, turns, shifts as I push, and follow step. A key to this movement, ma'am.
Oh, good.
A key to this movement is that follow step. That's one of those places that feels a little bit awkward. So because we are used to stepping forward, so when we step, shift, follow step, that follow step foot is still back. In a perfect world, this right toe, if I moved it in and behind my left foot, which is not something I encourage because it's a falls risk, but if I were to do that, my toe would not touch the back of my left foot. So that gives you an idea of spacing. So it's not here where my feet are almost side by side. I mean, it's definitely not forward, it's behind. So you step and you shift, follow step, but you're still behind. Your right foot is still behind that left. It's hard to see that from way up here. The best way to see it is if you are in a mirror or if you're able to record yourself and watch your feet. You don't want to be looking down, because if you look down, then you're more likely to fall. So I encourage you to get somebody to video you or find a place where you can see yourself in a mirror to see what that looks like, what you're naturally placing your foot. It may be different than when what's in your head may be different from what you're actually doing. So that's one thing that you can do to test yourself. But that follow step is behind. To finish out brush knee. The next move is play the lute. Now that step we just follow stepped with is the first step of play the lute. And we step back. Now we literally go from here to here. So it's like a half step. It's not a big step that we're taking back. It's about a half step. Then we're going to shift right and then follow step left. So again, it's a half step. We're barely moving these feet when we step, shift, and follow step. So for play the lute, that's what we're doing, is stepping back. What we're doing with our hands is, so we have finished that brush knee. So my left hand is on my hip, or by my hip, my right hand is extended. When I step back right, I turn my hands to prepare them to the palms to pass each other. So I go from here where it's stop in the name of love and down here by my hip, turn, and now when I shift the weight, my hands pass each other until I get to the elbow. And that's all there is to play the lute. So it's here, the end of brush knee, play the lute, step back, turn hands, shift as they pass, follow step left. Okay? That's what we got going on for our advanced movements. So let's practice those two movements several times in a row. We have brush knee, shift, right toe in, shift right reach, left foot, left hand back, step left. Bring the right hand in, turn the palm, shift left as I push, and follow step right. Play the lute. Step back, turn hands, shift as they pass, and follow step left. Again. Brush knee. I'm chopping it up, slowly going through the moves, just without the talking. Again, brush knee. Play the loop. How's that? You're good to go. Don't have any questions. Let's practice it again. I'm going to try to make it a little less choppy and more slow, smooth, continuous. Here we go. Brush knee. Play the loop. Again. Brush knee. Play the loop. And so sometimes I look and I go, well, my feet weren't real perfect. What feels good though is that I feel stable. There's no perfect Tai Chi. We have certain rules or instructions for our Tai Chi. We don't always get it perfect, but it's important to be aware of our bodies and feel stable. So, I could have my feet real close together and that doesn't feel stable, but if my feet are here, I feel stable there. So the movement should be here, but if I land here, it's not the end of the world. The Tai Chi police won't arrest you. All right, one more time. Advanced. First two movements, brush knee. Play the loop. Very good. Now let's go back to our basic six, because sometimes that advanced six kind of makes us feel icky because it's a challenge. But let's end on a good note. Go back to our basic six. Do that one last time and then cool down. All right, here we go. From the tippity top. And commence. Open, close, single whip, waving hands in clouds, open, close, single whip, waving hands in clouds, open, close, close it out. All right, let's give ourselves a good fist massage. Our legs work really hard. Oh, I just got a message from Miss Stella. There we go. Thank you, legs, for working hard for us. Because y'all's legs get tired from Tai Chi. Because our legs do work hard. Now let's gather tension and then let it go. We don't want to live with tension. We don't want pain. Gather and release. Gather and release. One more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We take our right fist, that represents our strength. Our left hand, our fingers represent our friendship, our thumb in, our humility. We put those together in mutual respect. Namaste.
Namaste.
Oh, yay, I did it. We did it.
Yep. Yep.
So hopefully, like I said, you're feeling better about our moves. You're feeling more comfortable with them. Know that you'll have these classes and the tutorials to visit throughout the summer whenever we're not having class, but we'll pick it back up in August. This isn't the last class. I'm just preparing y'all for 3 more classes and we are finished for this set of 16 weeks. That's all I have. My brain power is about done. My battery is starting to blink like you have very few minutes left. I hope that y'all have a wonderful Easter. I hope it's all the good feelings, if you have a family to be with, I hope that's a good experience for you, and enjoy celebrating the reason that we have Easter, correct?
Yes.
All right, dears. Well, I love y'all, and y'all take care, and let me know if you need anything, okay?
We love you. We'll keep you in prayer.
Okay, I appreciate it. All right, see y'all next week.
Okay.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.